The malarkey is happening here. Days before Donald Trump takes office, Barack Obama just sent thousands of U.S. troops on tanks right on Russia's doorstep, which makes many people freak out and say, oh crap, this is going to be the start of World War III. But what will Donald Trump do? And we're seeing some very conflicting, duplicitous messages from the Donald Trump campaign that echo the same lines of Barack Obama's foreign policy that the American people voted against. Very troublesome signs. But as we are speaking, thousands of U.S. troops on tanks are amassing in Poland right now. They're doing this in an effort to supposedly deter Russian aggression. This is a very significant move, the first major deployment inside of Poland that we have seen, and they're doing this a part of a NATO joint U.S. exercise. Today, the NATO chief came out and said that the Russians have been interfering with countries' elections and that there's Russian hacking, echoing the same talking points that have been smacked down and verified by independent media to be incorrect, and also Donald Trump himself. But he's using this talking point in order to justify this aggressive move against Russia. But we have seen Donald Trump on the campaign trail say there's no need to aggress against Russia. There's no need to even have NATO, to even possibly dismantle NATO. But we are seeing very duplicitous statements from James Mattis, Donald Trump's pick for defense secretary. During his confirmation hearing, he came out and said that Russia is trying to smash NATO. He says that Russia threatens the world order and that they are ready to engage. He also came out and said that Iran was the biggest destabilizing force in the Middle East. Donald Trump's Secretary of State pick came out and wouldn't even condone Saudi Arabia for human rights violations. And just now, Rudy Giuliani will be advising Donald Trump on his security team, another war hawk who previously said there's no need for Congress to even start a war. We are seeing the same talking points, the same foreign policies that were echoed, that were carried out by Barack Obama, being echoed out right now by Donald Trump's picks. And of course, with all of this latest news, Russia is saying that this latest move by the United States is a threat against national security. And the Russians, they don't play around. They are very aggressive as well and do retaliate against these threats. Back in October of 2016, they said that they would nuke Norway because Norway allowed 400 U.S. Marines to deploy in their country, and they saw that as a threat. If you look at the NATO bases map all around the world, and U.S. bases map, they are surrounding Russia. Russia is, of course, responding as aggressively as they can as well because they see it as a threat to their national security. Russia has come out today and also said, well, hey, NATO, the United States, maybe instead of making us the enemy here, maybe we could fight ISIS. What do you think about Russia's comments? Let me know in the section below. But most importantly, what do you think of Donald Trump's picks for his administration that are echoing and towing the same line that Barack Obama did, aggressing against Russia? How will this unfold? We do not know, but we're going to call it like it needs to be called out because a lot of this information is not going to be on the pro-Trump alternative independent media. You're going to hear it here because the truth is more important than anything, and these are important developments that you deserve to know. There's no bias here for Trump, unlike other independent news organizations, because he needs to be held accountable for his actions. And with his administration saying these talking points, the same talking points that were carried out by Barack Obama that the American people voted against, is an atrocity. How will this unfold? We're going to be reporting it for you as we see it, honestly and as fair as we see it, here on youtube.com/wearechange, which is financed and supported by you on patreon.com/wearechange. And only with your support are we allowed to be here for you guys, calling it exactly like we see it, because the truth matters more than anything else. Thank you again so much for watching. Subscribe and click that bell button. We're going to have a lot more important breaking news coming here your way on youtube.com/wearechange.